And just when you thought the world couldn't get any more ridiculous, here comes this story. So, if you haven't heard what's been going on, there's a court battle between the parents of an 8-year-old boy, and the mom wants to transition the little boy into a girl, and the boy's dad is firmly against it. Now, one of the reasons this is so wild is because they were actually waiting for a scheduled hearing that would let the boy's dad have a say in his son's medical and psychiatric care, but the judge apparently canceled the hearing without giving an explanation why. Now, why this is so bad is because essentially it overrode a previous order that gave co-parenting equal rights to the father, and now the court granted complete decision-making power to the mother. In the boy's pediatric records, it shows that the mother intends to start putting the boy on puberty blockers at the age of 9, which will essentially sterilize the boy. Now, due to the court's restrictions, the dad isn't allowed to discuss the case with media, but according to a Facebook page that was created by his friends and other supporters, which by the way is no longer up due to the prohibitions of the case, the boy's dad has been ordered to pay $5,000 a month for trans-affirming treatment and counseling, in addition to a $10,000 retainer fee for the counseling. The page also said that when the boy is with his dad, he doesn't show any signs of wanting to be a girl, and he actually rejects a female gender expression. But as of right now, from what I've read, the boy's mom has already taken the kid to LGBT parades, bought him dresses and fake hair, and is enrolling him in school as a trans girl named Luna. Now, here's what gets me about this. From a society that has laws put in place to protect the sexuality of minors, this doesn't make much sense to me. We have statutory laws that are put in place because we assume that minors are incapable of making sexual decisions with their bodies. But somehow, when it comes to something like this that's so overtly political, the courts seem to assume the exact opposite and think that the children are actually capable of making their decision about their biological sex. If this goes through, that kid will never be able to have children of his own one day. This decision literally impacts his entire sexual future, which is what the laws are supposed to be put in place to protect. Now, for me, if adults want to go through a bunch of transitioning medical procedures, by all means, go ahead, they're adults. They can make their own decisions. But as adults, it's our obligation to be the ones that are protecting the children and their decisions. Unfortunately, this is the world that we live in now. Christ never said that it was going to be easy, and he also said that in this life we will have trials and tribulations. Now, we've seen so much injustice lately that it does get discouraging. But I do think that we need to continue to do our best to fight to fix our flawed justice system. But ultimately, our hope isn't in the restoration of a broken and sinful justice system in the first place. Instead, we look forward to the time when Christ will make all of the bad things come untrue, and the world will be the way that it was initially supposed to be. But until then, we have a lot of ideological battles to fight, including things that actually seem kind of innocent, but ultimately are dangerous, like the power of positive thinking. Go ahead and click on this video to see what I mean. But the next time that you're talking to somebody who doesn't understand just how clinically insane the world has gotten, what are you going to say? What do you mean?